How's the first week of camp gone? In your view?
Good. I think it's going great. It's a great learning experience. Like every day, it's just opportunity of a lifetime to get better. Like whether you can't really put into words if you had a good day or a bad day, but like every day is a learning experience. So as long as you're learning, you good. It was a good day.
Is it overwhelming at all the information you're asked to absorb?
No, I don't. Not for me personally, just because I'm studying. I study crazy. Like this is what college should have been like. You know, I get, I get to major in football, and it's my everyday lifestyle. It's my everyday job. It's my passion. So
From what you have studied with the system here, with it using so many backs, as Mike is using in the Shanahan system, so to speak, um, how much are you looking forward to that, and how much strain do you think that can put on a defense with all of the different skill sets you guys have and coming in as fresh as you'll be?
yeah. So when I got here, I had to learn the history of our offense, and it started with the Broncos, and then went to the Redskins or the Washington team now, and then you go. I mean, a couple teams use it now. 49ers had success with it, um, and now us. So we look forward to wearing teams down, as we can. But like Salo said, everything starts up front. So no matter what we do in the backfield, it's going to start with them guys. So.
How'd you go about studying those teams? They give you films to watch of those teams, or
Yeah, so they give me like a list of teams, and then I went from there.
YouTube?
Yeah, and then real film.
Yeah.
Just to have it all.
That was them asking you guys to just kind of look at them, at the history of the offense and that kind of stuff.
Understood. Yeah, exactly. So, just from rookie minicamp even where I had one-on-one time with Coach Embry. It was he wanted to he wants you to understand the background and different ways that the offense can work and what happens when you put different pieces in the offense, and so just being able to watch so much film is fun. So
Obviously, the offense is gonna, for the most part, with a rookie quarterback, is gonna run through y'all basically. So how much onus do how much pride do you take into that those type of responsibilities?
I think that our offense works in different ways, so it's not going to be we win or lose by what we do. It's a team sport. We got a good defense. We got a special teams coordinator that knows his stuff. We got offensive coaches that are on point every day. Everybody's consistent. Everybody's the same every day. They bring energy, and so it's not just going to be the whole game doesn't rely on us. It's a team game, like I said before, and so we look forward to doing our part.
To Tevin, who's been in this system, how much of all of you guys look to him?
Yeah, it's honestly it's a really cool experience because in high school I started as a freshman. In college, I pretty much started as a freshman. I've never had like a big bro in that way, and so like Tev understands this league. He's been in it. He's going into year 7. He understands like where I'm at right now, and he understands like where I'm coming from. And sometimes you don't want to ask a coach a question. Sometimes you want to. I'd rather ask Tevin because he's been in the game. He's been in those shoes, and he's been in that fourth quarter with 3 minutes left, and he knows exactly the emotions, not the situation, but he knows the emotions too. So, Tevin been in 2 Super Bowls. He got a lot of experience, and so I'd be a fool to not pick his brain.
What have you thought of Zach in the first few days here?
What do you thought of Zach? All right then, yeah. Zach's been he got a superior arm. He's a great talent. He's a humble beast. He just wants to be great. Regardless of what everybody says about him, he tunes it out and he goes to work because the life of a quarterback, they love him one week, they hate him the next. And so one thing that's not going to change about him is that he loves football, and that's never going to change for him. So we got a quarterback, and all of our quarterbacks are good. I don't want to say that, but Zach. The question is about Zach. So Zach is an elite player, and when he gets on the field, he's a game changer.
I know it's early. It's only August 4th, but this rookie class, it looks like you guys have a lot of guys having major roles on this team quickly. Have you guys talked about that as kind of rookies, of just that you guys might be able to have an immediate impact here?
We talk, but it's not. It's more about what we got big dreams. We have big aspirations, and as a young player, you have those. And as a class that we brought in, And we have talent. We're very talented. We're a very talented group. So the sky's the limit for us, we feel like. And that supreme confidence that we bring into every day. Like I said, whether it's a good day or a bad day, it's never a bad day if you're learning. So we taking every day, one day at a time. And we all want to be great, and that's something that we have in common. I think that's why we all get along so well.
Young players, particularly on offense, will talk about the adjustment from college to pros, and it's faster, faster, bigger, faster. You seem to run with authority, and you seem to be comfortable with it. Is it an adjustment for you? Do you feel comfortable in this upper level?
I think so. I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself because I haven't played any games yet, not even a scrimmage. We got the green and white this Saturday, and then we go into the preseason. But as far as my confidence, I feel good. I feel like I've been playing football my whole life, playing contact football. I'm from Florida now, so contact football since 4. This is my whole life. Football's been there for me when nothing else was. And so whatever you put into the game, you're going to get out of it. And that's been the story of my life, kind of. So I run with authority because I love football. It's my lifestyle. I had the greats from where I'm from came before me, like Trent Richardson, Emmitt Smith, Doug Baldwin. Those dudes play hard. Atuba Rubin played hard. Demarius Randall plays hard. And it's because of how we come up and how we grow up and just the competitiveness that's installed from us from day one. So that's why I run the way I run, I feel like.
Being the main guy toting the ball for most of your life, and most running backs want the ball all the time to get into that rhythm and whatnot. This offense doesn't really work that way. What's your anticipation about playing in that kind of system where you're rolling 3-4 guys in constantly?
Yeah, it's interesting. That's a good question because I haven't really thought about that yet. Because to be honest, we all go out there and we compete every day. We're trying to be number one, and so that's one thing that we all have in common is that we work hard, and so it's gonna be interesting to see because I've never really done it before. I kind of had something going on in college similar, but something similar. I rotated with another back, and then I did it in college a couple of times. We ran at one point we was probably rotating 4 backs in college when I was a sophomore or something. But we're taking it one day at a time. We're not looking too far ahead right now. And so we compete every day to try to be the best, and we push each other.
Never meet anyone, right?
I have. Actually, well, it was on Zoom, but it's still an honor.
Tell you anything that stuck with you?
Yeah, but I'd rather keep that to myself.
Have you guys talked at all and shared rookie experiences?
Of course. I talked to Vontae, if not every day, probably every 2 or every 3. And it's been weird this week just because we've both been in training camp, but I definitely called him on Sunday, when we had some time off. So I talked to him a lot. He's enjoying his experience. He loves Denver. And we just going to keep up with each other.
Week 3, right? You'll get to see him. Right?
Yeah. I guess we go out there, right, to Denver.
Right from the same part of the state. Was he your guy growing up, or how much did you
Who,
follow
Emmett?
Emmett? Yeah.
Emmett, yeah, him and Barry Sanders are probably my goats, along with LT. Those are just probably the most I watched growing up. And then, obviously, my dad made me watch Walter Payton. That's y'all era. And then, yeah, I watched so many running backs. I can name so many.